Hi everyone, this is Usman. Welcome to my channel Usman Physics. In this video, we are going to discuss about critical angle, total internal reflection, the activity to understand total internal reflection. Let us do one activity. Take a semi-circular glass slab. Draw a boundary line which separates denser medium that is glass slab and rarer medium that is air. Draw one normal to the surface. Take one laser torch. Now we are making the light to travel from denser medium to rarer medium. Pass the light along normal and look for the refracted ray on the other side of the glass slab. We see that the light has not deviated. Now send laser light along angles 5 degrees, 10 degrees and 15 degrees. Note angles of refraction. For this, consider three semicircular glass slabs. Draw the boundary lines and also the normals. Now, with certain angle of incidence, allow the light to pass from denser medium to rarer medium. See, the light ray has refracted away from the normal. Let I be the angle of incidence and R be the angle of refraction. This is case 1. In case 2, further increase the angle of incidence. We see angle of refraction has also increased. This is case 2. In case 3, further increase the angle of incidence and see what happens when a light ray travels from denser to rarer medium. So we see that the refracted ray, it is traveling along the boundary line which is separating the two media, that is denser medium and rarer medium. So at certain angle of incidence, the refracted ray makes an angle of 90 degrees with the normal. This angle of incidence is called critical angle. Let us derive the formula for critical angle. Observe once, when the angle of incidence is equal to critical angle, how a light ray is refracted. The angle of incidence for which refracted ray makes an angle of 90 degrees with the normal is called critical angle. Critical angle is denoted by C. From Snell's law, we have N1 sin I is equal to N2 sin R. This can be written as N1 by N2 is equal to sin R by sin I. As we know, R is the angle of refraction. That's why we can write sin 90 by sin IC is equal to N1 by N2. That implies sin 90 value is 1. That's why we can write in place of sin 90 1. So 1 by sin C is equal to N1 by N2. As sin IC means a critical angle can be denoted by C. So we can write sin C is equal to N2 by N1. Now sin C is equal to N2 by N1. That implies sin C is equal to N21. N21 can be written as 1 by N12, which is called principle of reversibility. Finally, sin C is equal to 1 by N12. This is the formula of critical angle. N12 can be read as refractive index of first medium with respect to second medium. Here, first medium means a denser medium. N12 means the refractive index of denser medium. With this information, let us try to find the critical angle of water by using the above equation. We know the refractive index of water is 1.33. So that implies sin C is equal to 100 by 133. So finally, if you solve this, you will get a critical angle of water as 48.6 degrees. In the same way, if you know the refractive index of glass, you can find the critical angle of glass as 42 degrees and critical angle of diamond as 24 degrees. What happens to the incident ray of light when it makes an angle which is greater than critical angle? For this, let us consider one denser medium, that is glass slab. Let this be medium 1, and air, rarer medium, let this be medium 2. Draw the boundary line and let these be the normals. Now, in first case, pass the light such that it travels parallel to the normal and it passes without any deviation. Now, increase the angle of incidence such that the light ray is refracted away from the normal. I be the angle of incidence and let R be the angle of refraction. In third case, further increase the angle of incidence. We can see angle of refraction has also increased. Further increase the angle of incidence. In fourth case, we see the light ray is traveling along the boundary which separates rarer medium and denser medium, and this angle of incidence is called critical angle, as we have discussed earlier. Now focus the light ray such that it is making an angle of incidence which is greater than critical angle. At this moment, what happens? So we see that instead of refracting, the light ray bends into the same medium. This phenomenon is called total internal reflection. Please observe this once again. When the angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, the light gets reflected into the denser medium. This phenomenon is called total internal reflection. There are conditions for total internal reflection. Rays of light must travel from the optically denser medium to the optically rarer medium. This is the first condition. And second is the angle of incidence in the optically denser medium must be greater than the critical angle. So these are the two conditions for total internal reflection to take place. Let us do one activity to understand total internal reflection. Place one coin on the floor. Place one glass on the coin. Now, could the observer be able to see the coin kept under the glass? Yes, the observer, he can see the coin which is kept under the glass. When the glass is empty, light has to pass through air and glass and it has to reach the eye of the observer. For the observer, coin kept under the glass is visible clearly. So when the glass is empty, because of slight refraction due to slight change in position of the coin, the observer, he could be able to see the coin. Now repeat the same activity by pouring water in the glass. Place the coin on the floor. Now this time fill the glass with water and place it on the coin. Now could you answer whether the coin is visible to the observer or not? Yes, the coin is not visible to the observer. So why it is not visible? As the light rays from the coin has to pass through water glass interface to air. It suffers total internal reflection and reflects into the same medium. Now, if you see the light rays coming from the coin, then you can understand how here total internal reflection is taking place. See the light rays, it has bent at the glass air interface because the glass is filled with water and the incident angle it is greater than critical angle. That's why the light rays, instead of reaching the observer, they have bent into the same medium, and this is total internal reflection. I request you to pause the video and try to answer these questions, and thank you for watching my video.